Gbagbo and Ouattara are both claiming they won the November presidential election. The international community, including the African Union and the United Nations, are recognizing Ouattara as the winner. Well, joining us on the phone from Abidjan is President Gbagbo's Special Advisor on Diplomatic Affairs, Ambassador Nyamin Yao. Welcome, Ambassador Yao.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I have to just inform you, viewer, that we invited Mr. Alassane Ouattara's spokesman, Mr. Patrick Achi, but he could not be available for an interview this time. Now, Ambassador Yao, first, what details of the talks between the ECOWAS representatives and President Gbagbo that you could share with us right now?
Pardon me, can you repeat the question?
What part of the discussions that went on between President Gbagbo and the three presidents that represented ECOWAS that you can share with us?
I think that we just come to know what is going on in Côte d'Ivoire, and I think that it is a good thing for the mediation, because it is better for them, instead of staying in Abuja or in other capital cities to blame President Gbagbo. They did well by coming to Côte d'Ivoire so that they can listen to both parties and then they can make a sound decision.
As far as
it is good.
Yes. As far as many people are concerned, these three presidents came to Abidjan to give President Gbagbo an ultimatum to leave, to step down. Is that something that is likely to happen?
I didn't hear well your question, but I can imagine that you asked me whether they come to ask President Gbagbo to cede the power.
Yes, sir.
No, I think that it is not the question. They just came to Côte d'Ivoire because we have a controversy born after an election. First of all, Mr. Ouattara thinks that the Electoral Commission is the only institution who can proclaim who is the president, which is not true, because under our constitution, as we are a democratic state, only the Constitutional Court, which is the equivalent of the Supreme Court in the United States, and which is similar to the Constitutional Court in France, only this institution can tell us, can proclaim who is the president of Côte d'Ivoire.
And Ambassador,
yeah.
That has been said over and over again, but the international community maintains that Mr. Gbagbo has to leave power, otherwise there will be military force used against him. Now, is Mr. Gbagbo willing to engage the international community in war?
No. I think that it is a great mistake for the international community. And who is the international community? We think that this kind of behavior at the international level is not fair. Why? We are a democratic state. Côte d'Ivoire is a democratic state. We have our institutions. And I think that the main purpose of democracy is to promote justice. You cannot have justice without respecting the rule of law. So what is going on in our country is a simple controversy born after an election, like you have in the United States in the year 2000, between President Bush and Vice President Al Gore, but you solve it within the legal system of the United States, within your domestic law.
Okay, Ambassador Yao, we might come to you again perhaps in the days to come to give us a little more elaboration on some of the issues. We thank you very much for being with us today.